All right, so we're moving to number 4, and that is really is asking your community. And this is one of the most important things. As we said, this is all about taking action. And we're not asking them for business. And this is when we talk about asking the community, and that becomes just asking for referrals, right? And how do you have a good referral dialogue? Do you know what to say? Does it add value to someone's life, right? So I'll give you an example of one way to ask. One way to ask, because the changing market we're in, I have a challenge. And maybe it's a challenge you can help me with. We're struggling to find homes, especially in certain price ranges, certain areas, for our buyers. Would you happen to know a friend who is maybe interested in selling their house? We could probably get them top dollar, and really, because most of these people now aren't looking for a deal, they're looking for a home. Could you help? And at the same time, we can help out that seller, your friend, really maximize what the property is worth, and at the same time help these buyers finally find a home. Who do you think maybe is going to sell next? Do you have the ability to ask them in a way that makes them feel good about sending you a name, where you're going to help those buyers because you're trying to help the sellers at the same time, their friends, right? And so what you want to do is you always want to frame it as a question, right? That you're always framing it as a question of helping a friend, helping you help a friend, helping us help your friend. And that's always how you ask for referrals. The funny thing about this too is, even knowing how to ask for referrals, we want you to focus on listings. We're going to talk about that. But asking for listing referrals, you're going to get buyer referrals, right? Because if they have a listing, they're going to have something to sell too. So you're going to get both their buying referrals and their sales referrals. And this is kind of a funny thing, is you don't get paid for what you know, but you get paid for what you do. And that's why this is so important that you ask them for these referrals. And honestly, if you don't have a dialogue off the top of your head and someone mentions real estate, and you don't know what you're going to say right now, the reality is you're not going to have something to say to make this work, right? So it's very important that you understand this. If you do this right, matter of fact, and people really look to you as a friend in the business, as the family real estate agent, someone that's going to help them, you really can't get out of this business, because it will continue along, because they will get in the habit of knowing you can help people, and that really becomes the exciting part of this, right? So it's one of these things where it's just the simple process of asking for help, making sure that you frame it correctly as a question, and focusing energy and remembering that that's your goal in your job and talking with your group. And just setting it up so you can do it consistently. And that's using the CRM. Setting up where you're going to have certain times you check in with them, right? Some people will be more often. The ones you're going to check probably every 30 days, you're going to reach out to your ambassadors, the ones that have sent you business in the past. And you're going to have regular check-ins with them that are going to be structured in there so these won't fall through the cracks, right? So asking them, that is going to be the key. Asking for the referrals and doing it in a specific way that they believe they're helping you and their friends.